This podcast is provided for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this podcast is not intended to be and does not constitute as financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other form of advice. The information in this podcast is general in nature and is not specific to you, the users, or anyone else. You should not make any decisions, be it financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented in this podcast without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory. You understand that you are using any and all information shared in this podcast at your own risk. You are solely liable for any losses that you may incur from investing, and in no event shall we be liable for any losses which may be incurred while investing. Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of our podcast. Previously, we were speaking about the various elements of Metaverse. So without further ado, let me pass it back to Marcus.
Yep. And in terms of metaverse projects, I think when we look at them, I think the two big ones will be Decentraland as well as the Sandbox. I think Alan can speak a little bit about both of them.
Sure, Marcus. So, the Decentraland Sandbox is probably the largest existing metaverse ecosystem currently in terms of user base or market cap. So, I'll probably talk about Decentraland first. So, currently, like the Decentraland, their token and currently having 1.6 billion USD market cap. They were founded in 2017 and raised around 26 million in the IPO back then. So what Decentraland is trying to do is they try to build like a real estate, like a tract real estate parcel, which defined by the land token. So players or users can go on Decentraland, go on their web app to actually walk around different real estates and check out like different experiments on their Decentraland app. So the software uses Ethereum blockchain to track the ownership of the digital land and the mana token, which is a ecosystem token, which allows them to make transactions inside the Decentraland. And then for Sandbox, Sandbox is currently holding around 1.5 billion market cap. I think Sandbox, it was found in 2019. And then for what Sandbox trying to do is they try to build a virtual world where players can build, own, and monetize the gaming experience on the Ethereum blockchain. So the idea of Sandbox is it actually allows game makers or designers to design their own game or they design their own experiment on their own land, and which allows creators to create what they really truly want in their own pieces of land and allow other players to come and experience it. So all the NFTs or all the creations for all owners will be an NFT, and then which will actually reward all the creators because it's an NFT, and any players who will be willing to own any pieces of the creation inside the Sandbox will be able to transfer it through the NFT technology. Yeah. Do you have any other thing you would like to add on, Marcus?
Yeah, I think in terms of the crypto world, I think these two are probably, like you mentioned, they are the largest right now. But if I can also touch a little bit on the outside of crypto, everybody should know that Facebook renamed themselves or rebranded themselves into Meta platforms, and they are actually one of the biggest believers of Metaverse. So, in fact, Mark Zuckerberg feels that there should be like a billion people purchasing hundreds of dollars of commerce from buying digital goods, digital content, probably in the later half of this decade. And they are making full use of their success of Facebook in the past and also currently, and their outreach, of course. They are making full use of this to actually expand into their research on Metaverse, and because they know that this is the long-term game for the Metaverse, so they are expecting it to have as much influence in the future as what Facebook had done in the past. So Facebook, in the past, in fact, we should just call them Meta right now. they have about 3.64 billion monthly active people. Of course, through all their different platforms, which includes WhatsApp as well. So they have about 3.64 billion monthly active people using their applications, and that's extremely crazy because with this amount of outreach and exposure, they will be able to influence, if I can say, a global influence is only gonna be very, very apparent for them in the future. And that's why if such a large, in fact the largest kind of social media platform is already rebranding themselves to Metaverse, I think Metaverse will only be something that sooner or later should form like a daily kind of thing for us. Like, for example, how we all open up our laptops or look at our phones on a daily basis. This Metaverse would probably be one of the things that we will do so on a daily basis as well in the future. Yep. I think other than that, I probably have nothing else for this session. Alan, do you have anything else that you wish to add? Okay, I don't think there's anything else.
Oh, sorry, I was muted.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I was saying that I think Metaverse would be something that would be very exciting about in what it delivers in the future.
Yep. With that, I think we'll end this session on Metaverse. I will see all of you again the next week. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.